Hey, and welcome to I Guess, a show where I hate everything until someone convinces me otherwise. I'm Lex Basile Price, and the shower mat things that keep you from slipping are ugly and collect mold, and there should be better technology around that.
They do collect mold.
Yes.
They do. They're fucking gross, man.
With me today is the beautiful and hilarious Kate McGarrigle.
Hi. I know we're only using this camera for clips, but it's just so amazing to me because my right side is just so totally my bad side, which every photographer is ready to tell me, by the way.
Oh,
I'm
fun.
Thank you for telling me that. But I just love that everyone knows whenever I have to be on camera, everyone loves that right side.
See, I put myself on this side of the couch because it's lounge part, and I'm like, I'll make myself more uncomfortable.
Oh.
Just because you have to, like,
it's real
climb in.
It's real sexy, though, over there.
Oh. Well, you're right about that, but how are you wrong today?
Okay. This is going to be the roasting hour for manifestation, but I am right and you're wrong.
Oh, you're manifesting changing my mind today.
Maybe. You can't think of it like that. I love the energy so far, though.
Okay, good.
Okay. I have so many notes.
Great. I love a prepared guest. I love a passionate guest. How did you come to adore manifestation?
I love you asking that way because this is a Dustin Nickerson quote. I don't know if you know that comedian. Mm-hmm. This is also, I'm botching it, but it's something like, manifestation starts in your 30s because you're so desperate to change the mistakes you've made that you're willing to try magic to do it because your life isn't going the way that you thought it would go. So it's mostly from a place of desperation.
Got it.
Which is not what you're supposed to do with this shit. It's really backwards.
Yeah. I always think of manifestation and like manifest Mondays and a manifesting board is like throwing positive energy out into the world. And you're saying, no, this all comes from a place of extreme negativity and apathy. And the only way to fix it is to focus on it and then expect the good things to happen.
When you're doing it really wrong, which is when you need manifestation, it's when you're really fucking desperate. And that's exactly when it's not going to work. And that's when you come to it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure you heard this earlier in your life when you were single.
You can say I'm 34. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm older than you, but we're basically the same age.
She could see the face. They just made.
Did you hear, like, if you're looking for someone, the person that is out there for you, you have to not be looking, and that's when they come.
Which is ironically kind of exactly how it works, allegedly.
I mean, allegedly, but like I had just broken up with someone before I met my husband, so
I love how Lex just said my husband as if I have a husband. I don't, you know.
Do you want a husband though?
Yes.
Are you manifesting a husband?
I'm trying desperately. Oh no, I'm not supposed to put that out there. I wasn't even going to mention that because it's really sad. I wasn't going to talk about that part.
No, that you come on this show, you're going to talk about all the things you don't want to talk about, like manifesting a man.
Shit. Okay. But hey, maybe magic is real.
Maybe
it's not at all, and maybe you're just controlling and desperate, that's where we begin.
Okay.
That's where we begin.
What's the difference between manifesting and magical thinking, I guess? Because I feel like there is a difference, no?
I would say that the difference is... no, I don't think there's a difference.
Oh, it's the same.
It's probably the same.
It's all in the same world.
Well, so the idea is, for anybody who doesn't follow this, which like most people probably don't, because like you'll find it and then YouTube will be like, oh, you're really sad, huh? Here's a whole algorithm. My entire algorithm is how I need to fix myself in every way, and it is not good for me.
No, that sounds like bad mental health.
Yeah, it's bad. But I swear, hilariously, I'm in the best mental state of my life. Isn't that amazing? I'm having a really bad day, though.
Okay.
So you caught me in a wonderfully bad day.
Is it because the awareness of the bad is, like, helpful?
Is the awareness of the bad helpful? Well, so the idea with manifestation is allegedly, we are either consciously manifesting or we are unconsciously manifesting.
Okay.
So no matter what we are doing, we are either conscious of the vibrations that we're putting out or we are inherently putting them out. We are either recognizing the patterns that are brought into our lives and we break the patterns, or we maintain the patterns and tell ourselves the same story over and over again, which is why then therefore nothing changes.
Okay. I can get behind that idea because that's just therapy.
Sure, maybe. Yeah. Shit.
That's just
shit.
That's just
Yeah,
I am
yeah, but there's like weird shit that you can do where you make this list and it can be really fucking specific, and then 2 weeks later someone will be like, "Hey, do you need a piano?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I it's on my list, dude. Why do you know that?" Like weird shit. Weird shit. Okay, I was going to save my example until the end because I was supposed to roast manifestation this whole time, but then I was going to go in. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
has it already been 45 minutes?
We've been doing that.
Yeah, okay, good. Can I tell you the story of how I got my apartment? Because it's fucking weird.
Of course.
Okay, so I was flying high, feeling good. It was a year ago. I was on this very silly trip that my parents planned for my mother's birthday. My mother said for my birthday, "Hey, I would like to go to Italy." And my dad said, "Ireland? You got it, kid."
Starts with an I.
Yeah, you got it. He hears the first letter of a word and then he does his own thing from there. So I had this one day where I was like, y'all, I can't see Kinsale, Kilkenny, Kilburn, Bill Burr, fucking like
McGarrigle.
Yes.
If you didn't hear it earlier, it's McGarrigle.
Yeah, that's my last name. So,
hey, I've always said it correctly.
You really fucking do. You say better than I do. Because I have a Philly accent, so I say McGarrigle, or at least I used to. Those were the good days. I don't have those days anymore. Anyway, so that's not true. I have many good days. So
you're manifesting good days.
Thank you, bitch. So I had this one day where I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the Taylor Swift concert with my friends. I know, but I actually really fucking loved it. Whatever. I went to the Taylor Swift concert with my friends in Lisbon. And before then, I was like, I want to go to fucking Edinburgh because I've already seen Dublin. I don't need to be there for 3 days. It's mostly just like little huts. They're great. Everyone's drunk. I always say that in Ireland, you never planned on building upward. They never got to it because they were too drunk.
Oh, so it's just first floor.
Yeah, mostly, genuinely. It's like really
don't trust stairs.
It's not cute. Yeah. And they all fall down them. Exactly. So I was like, I'm going to go to Edinburgh. I was there for 12 hours, mind you. I was like, I want to kill. I went to the place where it was like, oh, this is a kilt shop. It wasn't. I don't know why. It was like the #1 rated kilt shop, right?
It just was skirts.
Wasn't there? No, there was no
shop.
There was no kilt shop at all.
The leprechauns got you.
I know. I'm fucking fooled so easily by Google, right? You never know to trust Google reviews and Google business, whatever. So instead, there was a jewelry shop there, and I was like, I'm a hooker for jewelry, as you can see.
I do miss my piercing. So I used to have both ears, lobes pierced.
I don't know if I knew that.
No, this is all when I was a child.
Oh, shit.
2 cartilage piercings, 1 cartilage piercing on the other side, and then a tragus piercing.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And my nose pierced.
Oh, my God.
And obviously, like, the rings, and I usually have 2 necklaces on.
So sexy.
I'm a jewelry girl, so I get it.
Okay, why'd you take your earrings out?
So the tragus came out because I was doing a show, and it's really hard to put back in.
Remind me which one the tragus
That's the inside of your ear. That one.
That's hardcore.
When I got that pierced, they used, a hollow tip needle, and then it popped out, and so I felt blood spurt at the back of my ear. That was fun.
Oh, yeah, I remember the pool of blood with this one.
And it was really a pain in the ass healing process because it hurt to sleep.
Oh, yeah. Did you use a donut?
No.
It still hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. But I took it out for a show, and it was just a pain in the ass to get in, and eventually it just kind of like healed up. And then the other stuff, I just like took it out, and then it never went back in. The holes are still there. I've thought about re-piercing most of them.
The holes are still there. Well said.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I really want to see it because you're either you're tatted too because
yeah.
I have this is like such bullshit, but I think that you're either like a jewelry crazy person or you're like a tatty person. And I think I would look so fucking stupid with a tattoo, but I just want every inch of my ear to be covered.
Yeah, I couldn't, my parents couldn't say anything about the piercings because I got all the piercings first because my mother had at least 5 piercings and my dad also had piercings. My mom had a belly button piercing right before it started becoming cool.
Your mom's really hot.
And she didn't take it out when she got pregnant and it ripped.
Oh, no. Fuck, I did not expect that. Wait, how many did your dad have? You said
2.
5? Okay.
2. My mom had like 5 and my dad had 2.
Damn, so that's a Persian thing.
No, just a family thing.
Just a hot guy thing.
Yeah.
Just a hot family thing.
Yeah. And then, the tattoos came after.
Anyway,
so you were in a jewelry shop.
So I was in a jewelry shop, and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get a piercing, because then it'll be really nice. It'll be this thing that I have. And then my phone was dying, because, of course, I was going to do Ryanair, and if you don't have your phone on you, they're going to kick you off the flight.
Don't you have to, like, stand up on Ryanair? There's, like, no seats.
Yeah, it's like it's a bus in the sky.
Got a little, like, holder.
Yes. I just have this image of people going, like, absolutely, like, hold on really tightly.
People pay for that at, like, Six Flags, so...
They sure do, yeah. This is that experience, except you're like more sure you're going to die. Ryanair.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I think that's their tagline.
That's pretty good.
Good luck at the Irish, Ryanair.
Good luck at the Irish. The way I want to so desperately talk in an accent the whole time, anytime I speak. So I needed my phone charged. My phone was dying. And they said, we don't have a charger, but if you go next door, they got one, Give us my Scottish accent.
I have to say, to get into Scottish, I have to say...
Oh, I love that kind of shit.
Oh, Chelsea Perretti.
That is so random.
I don't know why it's Chelsea Perretti.
Yeah.
But that's how I get into
Chelsea Perretti.
Chelsea Perretti.
Perretti. That's good. The only sentence that I can say in Australian, do you remember Emily Browning, who was in A Series of Unfortunate Events? I'm bi as hell, by the way, if you can't tell. I think the piercings kind of give it away. There's something bi about that.
The chaotic energy.
Yeah. I don't know what you're implying. I'm really solid today. Emily Browning, she was Violet, and I was so in love with her and her pillowy lips. Fuck me, she's so hot. And I just remember, I would watch a little clip of her as a total weirdo, and then I would screenshot them, and then I would make some kind of a weird collage.
Ooh, a Tumblr girly.
But I wasn't on fucking Tumblr at the time, although I did get one later. And of course, I used it for One Direction Larry Stylinson kind of shit. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm fucking saying that out loud. Larry was real, y'all. It ain't real anymore, but it was at one point. I'm just saying. Sorry. And I would make these little wallpapers. And I would put them not on Tumblr, but on my family's Gateway 2000.
Oh, great, great.
Anyway, they were like, where's your favorite place in Australia? Because she's from Australia. And she'd go, probably Melbourne, because it's where all my friends and family are. So that's all I got. I
do, for Australia, it's Christian Bale, Australian for journalist.
That's great. I was watching something with him today. Is he fucking English, or is he Australian?
I think he's Australian.
Okay, I don't know. Great. I think he might be English.
I think he is English.
I thought he was Australian too.
But when he did, I don't remember. But when he did Velvet Goldmine,
is it a Velveeta commercial? It's not. I feel like it's not.
Velvet Goldmine is Jonathan Rhys Meyers, Christian Bale, and Ewan McGregor.
Oh shit!
Ewan McGregor and Jonathan Rhys Meyers play 70s glam rockers.
I was about to say hot guy trio.
Yeah, hot guy, and then Jonathan Rhys Meyers, who kind of looks like an alien most of the time. Please go watch that movie. That movie was made for you, but he was a journalist in that.
That's great.
So,
okay.
Australian for journalist came out of that.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
So they say go next door. They're going to be able to have a charger for you. It's a really wonderful coffee shop. I go, and the guy's name, I believe it was Stan. Oh, I wish I could remember. It was the nicest coffee shop ever. Of course, when you're in Europe, you feel like you can be nicer to people because people talk so much more. We're New Yorkers. We don't talk to people. Even when I'm in the South, when I'm in South Dakota, I'm like, people are talking to me. And
did you say when you're in the South Dakota?
The South and South Dakota,
okay,
bitch.
What I heard was, when I'm in the South Dakota, and I'm like, girl, I know we don't teach geography in American schools.
Hey, I went to this nasty-ass prep school, okay? I was in AV classes. I was dying, okay? I'm still not great at geography, but I can sure tell you where South Dakota is. It's below North Dakota, okay?
Ding, ding, ding.
Midwest. So I go in, and it's so nice, and they're so kind to me, but they don't have a charger. But the guy goes, does anybody have a charger? And somebody did. I was like, you know that thing? I feel really vulnerable asking for Wi-Fi. Do you ever feel like that?
I don't know what you mean. I didn't have a fear of asking people at stores for help when that was their job, because I thought they were going to be like, no, I'm not going to help you, stupid child.
I know. There's something for me particularly, I just feel like a fucking asshole. I feel like I don't have enough data, and I'm expressing lack mentality, and I'm saying I'm desperate for your Wi-Fi, so I tend to not ask for it.
Okay.
Oh, it's really awkward. So they're asking for this charger. I want to die slightly.
Right.
But they were so kind, and someone had one. So I'm sitting there, my phone is charging, and then I get talking to these. We're talking about manifestation. Can you believe that we're still talking about this?
This is, I feel like, what manifestation TikTok must
Yes,
be like.
Yes, I think so, probably. But
it's just this like long story, and then you're like, what am I watching? And then at the end they go, manifesting.
Yeah, that's right. And they do the little sparkles, and you just feel like
yeah.
you're connected to something. You feel sparkly. Yeah, that's how I feel. I get talking to these people, and one of them's named Noah, and he's got this big old mustache, and he kind of looks like Sherlock Holmes.
Oh.
And I'm not sexually attracted to him, but I was like, that's a cool guy. And back in college.
Intrigued, yeah.
Intrigued. I would have been very into him. And then there was this like really cute girl who was playing chess with him, and I very quickly caught wind that first of all, Noah has this like really weird, affected accent, which some people just have sometimes.
Sure. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, me either. I don't know.
I grew up in Southern California, and people assume that I was from the East Coast as a child.
That's great.
I say blueberry.
Oh no! What?
Orange.
But we don't. Okay, I do say orange. Welcome.
Yes, but you're from the East Coast.
I don't know where you're getting blueberry from, bitch.
That's because my grandmother and mother have British accents.
Okay, yeah.
And then I say horror.
Do you say, I say horror too?
Yeah.
How do you say cold? I shouldn't have asked. C-O-L-D. C-O-L-D. How do you say C-O-L-D?
Cold.
Can I tell you, I was on the dialect class with a girl who did NYU, with a girl who, she said that she could only pronounce it code because her grandmother was British, and so she had to say code. And I was like, I fucking hate you.
That's not true at all.
Yes. So it pissed me off. It pisses me off even thinking about it now. Yeah, she's like, I have to say code.
Now she's like Swiss.
Yes, bitch. I'm so mad at her. I was so mad. Anyway, I get talking to these really sweet people. Noah and Sarah, and Sarah was like really cool. She's like a 6-foot chick, and they're students that are just happen to be in Scotland, but they're American. Of course, I find the Americans in the room. And she was like, "Can I take you around? And you're only here for a day." And I was like, "Yeah."
I got nothing to do.
I was
gonna
like,
buy a kilt. That's done.
Yeah, literally. I was fucking like at a museum by myself, and it's wonderful, but you get bored to tears with that kind of shit. You just want to be with other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I find that when I'm like traveling alone and you have to look as though everything's like really interesting, you're like marveling at things, and you're like, I want to fucking talk to someone.
Right.
You know?
You can't just contemplate a plate. Contemplate a rug.
I know. I have to fucking talk with somebody
that's
about
what people used to do. When there was no entertainment, they'd be like, and they were done with the conversation, they would just be like, pardon, I need to contemplate this tree.
I'm sorry, when was this that people did this?
In ancient days.
Okay, sure. Oh, just ancient days.
Hey, I'm playing Assassin's Creed right now, and they have said it multiple times, and also, I've heard it in British dramas.
I love that.
This is my show. I'm right about it. Anyways.
She goes, I'll take you around. And we spent a couple of hours, and she was just like, showing me around Edinburgh, and we were talking about why she's there and all this stuff, and she was just so kind and cool, and she wants to get into stunts. I used to date a guy who was in stunts, yada yada yada. And then she goes, you've no one to go to dinner with, right? Do you want to go to dinner with me and my friend? And I was like, sure. So I meet up with them, and her friend was like, I don't know what to do. I just had my subletters bail on me. They were supposed to be there for the year. And I was like, and she goes, what are you talking about? Kate, don't you need an apartment? And she goes, oh, well, I have this 1-bedroom apartment for a very reasonable price in Brooklyn Heights, and I have a whole year and I have no one to stay there. And I was like, could I stay there? And she was like, well, yeah, gee whiz, that'd be great. I found my fucking Brooklyn apartment in the 12 hours I was in fucking Edinburgh. Tell me manifestation isn't real.
There is a version of this story where this was all a setup. And it was either going to be a scam or they killed you.
I always think I'm getting killed.
You don't know. You know what I mean, though? There was yes, random American girl lost. Oh. And then she is texting with her friend, and she's like, say you have an apartment.
Oh, God.
She's wanting an apartment.
I love that. I love that level of paranoia, because that's typically where I live, in just pure survival mode.
But manifesting.
That's
Kate,
right. Hell yeah. I will say, though, isn't that fucking weird?
That is wild. So what you're also saying is the idea of coincidence, the idea of...
Oh, shit. Oh, wait, that is one point that I wanted to say, because it's really fun that in manifestation land...
Yeah.
things that are normal, the wording changes.
Oh.
Coincidences aren't called coincidences. They're called synchronicities.
Sure. I saw that Gwyneth Paltrow movie.
Yeah, for sure. I love Shakespeare. The reality is not called reality. It's called the 3D. I know.
Hold up, though.
Yes.
But time exists in reality.
Okay, so find the 4D. I don't fucking know.
Yes, I know, but this is why. Are these flat earthers?
Well, hey, probably, definitely some of them, but they also, oh, wait, another thing that I love about manifestation is that they act like they understand quantum physics, and none of them do.
Oh, are we? It feels like we're veering into parallel universe territory.
Of course.
Where people are like, oh, we're on the time. This was a timeline switch.
They're like, exactly, yes. They're like, time is a loaf of bread, you see, and when you watch a particle, it collapses, and therefore time is collapsing. So because we are perceiving time, time no longer exists. So you have the ability to shift into another timeline with one change because there are infinite timelines all around us, which is kind of awful.
Yeah, it's like, sure, I get it. You took one philosophy class and you're like, you're it, but I'm every time I feel like I'm getting a little bit there with you, it's like reality is 3D. And I'm like, well.
Yeah, I know. I fucking know. Isn't that terrible? Because the thing is, once you drink the Kool-Aid, you're like, I can't be affected by the 3D because the 3D is just an echo of my assumptions. And I have to vibrate differently so that my assumptions of the 3D change so that the 3D changes. And I sound so crazy.
Yeah. How many crystals do you have?
Listen, I got those crystals well beforehand, okay? Because bi girls are also into crystals. So I had a friend in college who would put crystals in her bra, and then we would be in circus class, and the crystals would fall out of her boobs because we'd go upside down.
Was she charging them with her moon energy?
You bet your ass she was once a month.
No, her breasts.
Oh,
but
well,
sure.
That's nice. Damn it. That was good.
One of the gifts I had from a guest.
Come on. Oh, was I supposed to bring a gift?
No.
It sounds like I should bring a gift.
I don't expect gifts.
Uh-oh.
But one of my guests, one JW Crump, gave me an advent calendar, and it was crystals.
Shut up!
And so now I have a bowl of crystals.
Oh, sheesh. Okay, listen.
So I need to manifest over my crystals.
I'm highly suggestible, though, and don't like some of these.
I know.
You put them in your hand, and I swear it helps.
I get it. They're pretty.
Yes.
There were some ugly ones that didn't match the thing.
And did they not make the grade? Or these?
No, the ones I didn't want, I threw away.
Good for you.
These are only the pretty ones.
This is my birthstone. What's your birthstone?
Sapphire. You can have that if you like.
Sapphire. That's
you can
really
have that
good.
purple one if you want.
That's
It's
nice.
your birthstone.
It is my birthstone. That's really nice.
See, I give on this podcast.
Yeah, and I guess I take.
Yeah,
so
please.
That sounds fair. I wanted to show you. Do you have another question, or can I show you?
No, go for it.
Okay,
You're in charge.
There's
I just interrupt and create tangents and fun chuckles.
You are a wonderful person. I will say, I wanted to mention that, like, someone like you, I don't need to convince you of manifesting because you're the kind of person that's been born doing it.
I could see that. I was always a little, as the listeners know, a little witchy.
Hell yeah.
I read tarot. I still have
Me too.
tarot decks. I was super into horoscope as a kid. And I think my idea of manifesting is just doing it.
Well, fuck me.
I don't know, like.
It's not wrong. But for those of us who have a bad self-concept because they got fucking bullied a lot.
Hey, bullying can go one of two ways.
That you're the bully or you're bullied.
No, that I'm bullied and I was like, I'm going to be fucking better than all of them.
Let's go. That is the way you can respond. I responded differently.
Yeah. The reason I didn't come out until I was 17 was because I was like, I'm going to show them they're not right. Everything about me.
You're like, I'm not gay.
No, it wasn't even like, I'm not gay. It was just like, I like that girl. And it's always like the bi girl or the very obvious lesbian.
Yes.
I'm like, I love her energy.
It's like everybody with a mullet.
Yeah. One of my first girlfriends ended up being a lesbian. And
the sigh in
well,
between
because it
is
gets wild because the
amazing.
guy that she dumped me for ended up being my first boyfriend.
Oh God, that's good. All the queer people just found each
Yeah.
other. That's actually
She
pretty
was
special.
very into AJ McLean of the Backstreet Boys.
Oh God, not that one.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's how you knew she was a lesbian.
I was about to say, yeah, that's an alternative chick.
Yeah. So, what are you going to show me?
So once you fall down this rabbit hole, YouTube knows to show you an endless, sundry list of gurus who you
Sure.
have no idea what their credentials are. And then they just say some shit to you that sometimes just feels good.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes because these kind of people are like, I'm going to put up a video because my energy is what matters. The videos themselves really suffer in a really funny way. And I have to show you this video. Admittedly, I really love this guy's energy. He looks like Jesus. So
Oh, of course.
it's like full Jesus. And listen, the whole point was he's trying to be present with you, but then there's a shit ton of construction going on in the back. And it is so deeply funny because he keeps like closing his eyes when the construction gets really bad.
Sir?
Like,
Sir,
fucking
you're in charge. Film at a different time.
Yes, I know. Or fucking like put a little sound thing over it. But he was like, no.
This is how good I am.
Yes. Wait.
Is found in your own presence.
Don't you love him? Don't you kind of want to have sex with him?
I mean, I wouldn't not. He looks so annoyed at the sounds.
Yes. He's so annoying. So why did he keep the video up? Wait, let me advance. Like, also he's like slow blinking. Let me see. It gets worse. I don't know what. It's very distracting.
You will not find this, what you truly seek, out there.
I want to get good construction.
It's just it's not a bit.
No, it's not. It's not.
He's so annoyed.
It sounds like I think it's laundry behind him too. I'm like, shut up the fucking laundry.
Sir, you're recording a video. You're in charge.
Every time you seek
that's
So what I'm also
silence so much.
What I'm also gathering is yes, you are into manifesting, but perhaps what you most get out of manifesting is engaging with the media around it because it brings you joy.
Can I tell you, it genuinely does in a way that's really embarrassing. Can I show you another video
Of course.
that's really embarrassing? How do you feel about ASMR?
It doesn't work on me.
Respect.
I have listened to ASMR. I was just sent an ASMR by another guest on the show of male barber flirty down bad.
LOL. The role plays. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can watch that one.
Because men, especially, I feel like are terrible at ASMR.
Oh, they're so bad because they're bad at intimacy in general.
Ah,
That's
there you go.
It's very intimate.
but I could understand the appeal of ASMR.
Yeah,
I
me too.
I don't experience the tingles.
I wish you did because it's an amazing feeling.
I bet
People are like, it's not sexual. It's definitely.
it's
something.
definitely sexual.
It makes you go. Oop. It's just.
It tingles down below. It was what I've heard.
It's the whole thing.
Right.
It's like this kind of like vortex that keeps going, and you're like, well, I'm a little embarrassed, but I'm going to shut this off, and maybe I'm going to play another video now.
Mm-hmm,
You know,
mm-hmm.
but it's a little bit of a gateway.
Yeah.
Which the people who are really in the ASMR community won't fucking talk about because you're watching it for like 3 hours of people going, let's go.
I want to open this candy.
Okay, that's pretty good though. That's actually pretty good.
I could do ASMR.
That's pretty good. I could too. I would inadvertently shout sometimes, but I could keep it.
Because I feel like my voice is better whispered.
Ooh, that's nice.
Whereas I've been told by people I have a nice voice, but I hear my voice as both high and low at the same time.
Oh, hi, you say.
Yeah. In my own head, I hear it like, I feel like I sound super gay.
Whoa, no.
But I think it's not necessarily the tone of my voice that's super gay. It's that I have a more musical affectation to my voice. Like I do a lot of ups and downs.
That's a nice way of saying you're gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I have a gay voice, but it isn't because it's like, hey, Mary.
You're not like,
what's going on? Yeah. I'm not doing that. I'm not.
You're not the cousin from Bewitched, the neighbor, who is it?
No, Charles Nelson Riley.
Thank you.
Yeah, no. I am not, though I can do a Borellian impression.
And now, like, I'm just doing like a Steve Carell of him doing it.
Yeah.
I think that wasn't even
Dale
close.
Gordon is also a pretty good impression. I don't know if you know who that is. He was on the Lucille Ball show. And he would go, yes.
Oh my fucking
No.
wait, I love that you're saying that because so I'm studying French and my friend who's my French tutor, he's a polyglot and a genius. He apparently you can't say, you probably already know this, but when you say like that it's in which you want to just like suck on it, right? And my friend was like, that's the equivalent of you going so I fucking love that you're saying that. Oh, because that keeps making me laugh. Okay, I have another video for you. Okay. Her name is Reiki Fairy. That's not her name. Her name is Erica.
I like Reiki Fairy.
Me too. She's so beautiful. She's in her 40s, and she definitely puts on this like heavy filter. Sometimes depends on the day. She also, at the beginning of her videos,
Is she one of those people though that when they put the filter on, they film it in something else so it doesn't snitch on them that the filter is in the video?
Oh, she's fully snitched on constantly. The mic technique is really fucking bad.
Right.
Sometimes, like her background is like totally blown out. Sometimes I'm like, are you in a European club? Like what?
Great.
Or sometimes she'll be outdoors and she lives in Arizona, I think, and it's really windy. So it's like, which fucking destroys the whole thing. But something about, a lot of, ASMR Reiki people at the beginning of their videos will say, please consent to receive this energy. That's all you need to receive the energy. It doesn't make you want to die, but they say that.
You're consenting by choosing to watch the video. If you didn't consent, you could just turn the video off.
Right. Or you could consent by saying consent in the comments, which, helps.
That's good.
Sneaky!
Yeah, that was good.
She's like, put a green heart for world peace. And also the algorithm. So...
Does she say algorithm like that?
No, she doesn't, but you know what she does say? And it makes me tingly, and I'm like, am I okay?
Oh, okay.
She says, please consent. She says consent. And there's something about the way she says consent in the fucking stupidest, weirdest way I've ever heard in my life that it makes me go, oh my god. It works on me every fucking time. Look at how crazy she is. Wait, I love her though. And I think she does a lot of people a lot of good, so I'm not trying to hate, but it's really funny. Okay.
Manifest with this Reiki ASMR and please consent.
Yes! Did you hear how weird that was?
During this, I would like you to imagine
That's just a prism, Mary.
Floating all around you.
It's citrine, which is allegedly good for success.
Why
Anyway.
the 888?
I don't fucking know. I think maybe you're supposed to like imagine infinity around you, and 8 is infinity, and if you put 8 in the comments, you'll receive infinity.
I can, like I said, I can derive pleasure from the absurdity of the videos that are being shown.
Thank you.
I could see myself
Thank you.
sending these to other people.
Right? And being like, isn't this fucking crazy?
My name is Erica and I grew up in like Thousand Oaks.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh-huh.
I'm sure she might have been your neighbor. And
Yeah.
you would have been like, why is she kind of hot? And why does she say consent that way when she's just like bringing over like muffins or something? Yeah. Thank you.
I know this woman.
It works on me. Even you doing that makes me go, yep, it works. Want to hear the irony of all of this?
Of course.
I know we kind of talked about it. But the more you do this kind of work, the more it doesn't work.
Right. Because now, is it that you've asked too much of the universe?
No, because you can have whatever you want as long as you believe it, but the more that you force things, the more that you're gripping onto reality.
So this is a way for them to get out of the scam, to be like, oh, you wanted too much.
Yeah, they were like, you're fucking needy and you're fucking embarrassing. That's why you don't have anything you want, because you like really want it. Ew, I'm sorry. It was like a list of your like desires. Your heart's desires, not your wants, you fucking loser.
Buy this tea.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that too. Which, I might indulge in something like that every once in a while. It's funny. I don't normally talk about, I'm secretly like kind of a spiritual person, obviously. So it's funny talking about it like this. But I think that's the greatest irony. And that's why people like you don't fucking need it, because when you're born with a good self-concept, and when you're born being like, yeah, I can have that. Yeah, I deserve that.
To be fair, that took work, I think, but No.
She's born with it. She's born with it.
It's Maybelline. Yeah, thank you for that compliment. I will say, I am totally there with you on the enjoyment. I don't know if I will be manifesting other than what I've already been doing because it's working for me.
Yes. Yes, I hear that.
As we sit in front of my lovely wallpaper.
I know. Fuck you. This wallpaper is so great. Ugh. And
There's a reason I chose this as the background for the pod.
it's so beautiful. It's my dream. Also, like, you own an apartment. Like, what?
Well, that's not to do with me.
Okay, but like, you're there, so.
Yeah, but I manifested the husband.
And I can't seem to do that at all, so. But I did. My Amazon Prime driver did fucking catcall me on the way out of the subway today. So I was like, man, you know you really
Amazon
got it.
Prime driver?
Yeah, man. He was like taking some packages out and he was like, you are a beautiful lady. And I was like,
I thought you were getting a lift from an Amazon Prime driver.
Oh my God. How many fucking situations do you think I put myself in where I'm maybe going to fucking die?
You just told me that you got an apartment by speaking to a random visitor in Scotland.
Okay, so, okay, you are really throwing this off. It's called For the First Time in My Life I Was Friendly, and it worked to my fucking advantage.
Well, yes, that is good. You learned a good lesson.
Thank you. And also, I was speaking to a lady. Ladies aren't scary. Men are scary.
Well, sure. So I think there's a lot of people out there that do like a scary lady.
Oh my God, I wish. It's so like Girl Boss when chicks kill.
I love that show, When Chicks Kill.
We should make that. Yeah.
Okay, so if you had to give like one example of like making someone like believe in manifesting, or one piece of advice for like how to do it, what would you say?
I would say that everything around us has an energy, and that energy tends to find like energy.
Sure.
That is not magic. That is fact. And that is something that we can feel.
I agree with that. I agree. I could definitely get behind that because I believe that vile people put out vile energy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
have you ever had it when you're having a fucking bad day and then people start yelling at you? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm already having a horrible day.
Yeah. I also think though that it works the other way sometimes where I'll use myself as an example. I tend to get harassed.
Hell yeah.
By a very specific kind of man who
it's me.
Who clearly does not like the energy I'm putting out. But I think that speaks more to their own insecurity, but there's something clearly being picked up that for some reason, because I'm so comfortable in myself, a lot of the times it actually happens when I'm more masculine presenting.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
If I have nail polish on, if I have more gender fluidy clothes on.
If we have like gorgeous blue hair.
When I had purple hair, when I have put makeup on, I tend to be left alone because I think there's this like element of that's a big guy that like doesn't care what people think. So I'm going to just like, I don't want to fuck with that.
Yeah.
But when I'm in like a plaid shirt and jeans and Converse, that's when I get people that are like, hey, fucking.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think I wonder, and it's not just something that like I think is happening. Like I've had friends see it happen when I'm literally like on the subway reading a book. And I wonder if it's like I'm in their space as a masculine person and they don't like the energy. So I can understand and believe that we put out some sort of, whether it's a chemical pheromone, whether it's a vibrational energy, we are putting something out into the world. And so I take that as an example of like always making sure that I am putting as much good energy out there as possible, whether it, ruins some asshole's day or not. I mean, good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will say, I fully believe that we interact with each other in non-physical ways.
Yeah. Well, and to add on to that, because that's really well said. So apparently the conscious mind is about 5% of what we're utilizing on a daily basis, because there's so much that is happening subconsciously in the way of just literal motor skills, that kind of thing, whatever has been so deeply incorporated into us. But what that also entails is a lot of self-belief. The stories that we tell ourselves, they call it the reticular activator system.
Okay.
That it's a neurological reality that you are shown what you are looking for. So your brain will pick up on it. Not that there's actually more of it, but you recognize
pattern
that
seeking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so when you are activated to see the good, you will see more of the good. You will act on more of the good. And if you are aligned, if your shadow is incorporated, if you've worked out your inner child, if you don't have all of these demons that are telling you you don't deserve things, when you see opportunities, and you will see more of them because you're more attuned to them, you will take them.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
And that doesn't feel too much like magic. That just kind of feels like using your fucking brain.
It's for me, it's not magic. It is self-work. And if however you have to get to that self-work, I'm okay with.
Right, it's like that.
So where can our listeners find out more about you?
You know what? I'm not even joking. I post on TikTok once every 2.5 years or so. They always do well.
That's good.
Yeah,
So you're doing something right.
Yeah, every 2.5 years, I just write about how much I love James A.
Castor, yeah.
That's right. Who doesn't love that man?
He's
Perfect.
becoming bigger in the States.
Yeah, because he's the best. I was always right. I feel so good. I've, of course, talked about James A. Castor. Whenever I get high, I talk about James A. Castor. It's not great. Anyway, but you can find me at Kate McGarrigle. Good luck trying to spell that. But I'm technically on TikTok if you want to go through the graveyard of my old ideas. And I have a music group that we're actually going to start putting shit out. So it's not out yet, but be on the lookout for Anna and the Conspirators, y'all. Because I am manifesting, but we're going to make a fucking cultural dent. So.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe. If what has manifested, throw a manifestation in the review. That's your way. 5 stars. Also 5 stars for your life or whatever.
A 5-star life. That's
yeah.
Right.
You can manifest that in my reviews. So join us next time as we once again prove that my opinion is always correct about everything all the time.